Well, it's October 12th here in central Michigan. I've been in this dam for like an hour and a half. It's just now getting light enough to film. I've had a few does filter underneath me. Huge temperature drop. Went from 70 yesterday to like 38 this morning. Really the first good cold morning. It feels like the early part of November, really, but it's only October 12th. We're way back in the bedding area. Typically we don't hunt this spot till a little bit later in the year, but typically we don't get these nice little cold fronts this early in the year either. So, great spot for a windy morning. The waterfowl guys are out blasting up the woods as well. So, nice, peaceful morning. Yeah, hopefully we see a big buck. That's pretty much all I got. Well, it's still pretty early, but I'm gonna get down. The wind is swirling a little bit. I've only seen a couple of fawns, and so I'm gonna meet up with John P. today. We're gonna go hit up some state land, do some scouting, some wandering around. It's real windy and wet, so it's a good morning/day to kind of sneak around. Maybe we'll jump something and shoot it, or sneak up on something. But that's what I'm doing today. Let's go. I'm just walking out of the woods. Spotted a big buck. See if I can get a quick video of him. I don't think he has any idea that I'm here. Pretty sure he's bedded down. This is fun. I'm gonna start trying to sneak in on him. He's bedded right there. He's only 50 yards right now. I'm really mostly just concerned about other deer being in the area. If I can keep that tree between us, I think we'll be good. So far, so good. Ah, man. I'm sure everything looks farther away on this little camera on my head, but that deer was only 30 yards away. I feel like I'm gonna puke. Snuck up to 30 yards. I could actually see the deer's body pretty well. I could have shot it laying down. I was gonna get just another like 2 yards up right in front of this bush, and then I was gonna kind of kneel up and shoot. And about the time I was doing that, a doe snuck up from behind me and started snorting at me. Like, oh my. I want to cry. That deer had no idea I was here until then. No idea. I didn't catch it on the big camera, but there's a couple times when he had his head turned around. He's just grooming himself. And I was like, oh. He's still up on the hill, only about 150 yards away. Yeah, hear him. Yep. Yeah, we know. You saw me. Stinking does. I hate does. Big old does. What? It's hard when you're watching a deer in front of you and try to sneak up on it. You don't think about a deer sneaking up from behind you and snorting, which is exactly what happened. What can you do? Had the wind perfect, had the stalk perfect, everything perfect. And there's just so much that could go wrong. Stupid doe sneaks up behind me and starts snorting at me. Oh man, that's tough. The walk of shame back to the vehicle after you almost just got a shot at a really nice buck. Oh my goodness. That's what keeps you going as a hunter, but at the same time it's so demoralizing and deflating, because here in Michigan, a buck like that you might only see a couple of a year. It's just really, that's a big deer for around here. I know a lot of you guys watching are probably like, what? But in central Michigan, where I'm at, that's a big buck. And you don't see a lot of those. You really need to capitalize on your opportunities when you do see one. I hate old does. Oh my goodness. I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. Scream and shout, oh, and shout and let it all out. What would you guys have done differently? That's what I want to know. Hindsight's 20/20. I probably would have just tried to sit up and shoot him. Maybe a little bit sooner instead of taking so much time. Maybe. I don't know. I've rushed it a lot of times too. I've had a lot of encounters with deer on the ground like that. More times than not, I seem to rush things. So I was trying to be patient. Almost worked.